Yes, yes, Chair. Our president, we have a new president, Chair, and she will be presenting for our BOB this morning. Press Lisa.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chair, and to all respective esteemed congressmen, and to my fellow bankers, and to some regulators. I've been hearing a lot of discussions or questions. A while ago, I really wanted to give a direct solutions, and the Congress can really help us in providing solutions. As you could see, we may be on the same level of a banking industry as what you are asking. If you are really talking about the fisher folks, the MSMEs, the micro small, and the vulnerable sectors, it is really the rural banks are here. And if I may quote what former President Gloria Arroyo, when we invited her last year during our 65th anniversary in our bank, she said, when she used to be the president, she used to think that the commercial banks are the backbone of the financial system. But when she became a congresswoman, she said, I gained a new perspective on how our country really works on the ground level. I learned that in the heart of the local communities, the true heroes of our financial systems are the rural banks. And may I present to you my short presentation for all the congressmen to have an eye-opener on why at this time it is the rural banks that you should really partnering and giving so much help and attention. In the early times, we used to gain so much attention, and we used to have part of an incentives that we really gain capacity building. We grew up because of that. And at a certain level, at a certain administration, at a certain time, we were neglected. There are not much given a lot of stimulus to the rural banks. Na-overlook po sila. Bakit ko nalalaman po? I just started my position assuming this July 1 as a RBAP president, and now I am lobbying. I am now creating an awareness for the rural banks on their importance in the countryside development. Ito ho, and it saddened me to think that whenever there are project stimulus, nalalampasan po ang mga rural banks. So let me go now to my presentation. Rural Banks Initiative Programs to MSMEs during COVID-19 pandemic, and I will be citing to you specifically on our importance. Paano ito? Share screen? Okay. Paano ito? Okay. Mandate of Rural Banks, para po maintindihan nyo po, lalo po, kung gaano po ka-importante ang mga rural banks in these pandemic times. The Rural Bank Act 720, June 1952, the enactment was done at the time when the country was reeling from the devastation of the Second World War and the rural areas were truly underdeveloped. The Act envisioned the rural banks to promote and expand the rural economy. Today's crisis is almost like World War III, and said sectors are more vulnerable now. The rural banks have more relevance and impact in promoting inclusive development in the countryside by providing credit primarily to farmers, fisher folks, and businesses that commonly belong to the marginalized sectors of the economy. We believe that it is the rural bank's role that for every peso deposit, it should be flowed back to the community where we serve, thus priming the countryside. It is the rural banks who understand these sectors better. As conduits of the government, the assistance programs will be most effective when coursed through ARBIS, where there is transparency and good governance, and directly given to beneficiaries, reaching out to the unbanked, thus achieving financial inclusion. By helping the countryside, people recover on long-term basis. We are not only giving fish to feed them for a day, but teaching them to fish to feed them for a lifetime. This way, we attain both inclusive economic development and long